Hey, welcome to another beautiful day out here at the River House. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot better than yesterday. My guts no longer feel like the communal flute at band camp. I got to hear a train come through this morning. The horns weren't just in tune, it was a full chord. That's pretty cool. I got up early. I managed to get some donuts and I left them on the counter for the wife and kid with a little note that says love you or whatnot. The bucket didn't crack as it cooled down last night, though it kind of squished my fire pit a little. Oops. And it's about 13 degrees warmer than when we started yesterday. So I think score. Gonna go ahead and make up some more detonator cords. I'm gonna get the fire going inside the house there so I have a warm place to hunker down when it comes to eating lunch or whatnot. I'm gonna go up on that hill and we're just gonna spend all day blasting, or at least until the drill bits start to fail. Hopefully that'll be all day. Ooh, that wind is a bit chilly. I could hear those two fighting over whatever they're fighting over from inside. Some grumpy bald eagles today. Probably because of my hair. You think? Alright, so my gorgeous self is up here on the hillside in the truck. I have positioned the truck kind of as a windbreak. Though it needs some new shoes apparently. Because it's not having much of an effect, but there's no way I can put the camera outside. So I'm going to go bundled up. I'm going to go drill. On the upside, I don't need the shoe, the extra little vacuum attachment, because the wind's just going to take all that dust and give the bushes silicosis. It won't even make up to my knees. So that'll help speed things along. It's one last thing to mess with in the cold. So I'm digging for a good side of what I'm about to do, and that's the closest I came up with. But regardless, we're going to get into it, and yeah, we'll find out what we do. 6 holes. One that sparked but didn't go off. I hate crap like that. It's just wasting money. It's right there. It don't actually matter. There's so much moisture in this rock that within a few, in fact, it could have been moisture that ruined it, but within a few minutes it's all done for. So what have I got? I think I've broken all this loose. Bothers me a little, I don't see much around here, but I know that one's loose. It broke up in there, so I can probably concentrate right over in here. So as I've shown many a time before, I am somewhat famously cheap, right? And so this is one of the Bosch bits, and it's got a broken flight right there. You can ignore that, life's hard. But you see how these are all polished on these side pieces? So what it looks like is happening is that as the cutting edge, the forward cutting edge of the flute wears off, that it starts to drag more and more of the carbide through the hole. So what I found is I could take a whole bunch of these bits and I know this is ugly, but then a sidewinder grinder doesn't like grinding carbide. So here is a DeWalt bit that had just come to a halt, and I ground it back, leaving those little points. They don't last long, but I do get another 2 or 3 holes out of them, and you know, why the heck not, right? Why the heck not? So I did that, which means I have not yet touched my 2 new DeWalts. The downside of that is I have been dicking around here, Richarding around here for a long time, having only accomplished 6 holes, one of which didn't pop. So cheap comes with a price. 6 holes. Well, it seems to be pretty pulverized through here. It'll lift that out. This surprised me. I was very sure I could roll that off. And it blew up along this crack up in here. Whether that means that big block is loose or whether that was a dirt crack, I'm not entirely sure. It was fascinating as I had smoke coming out through cracks in the rock way down there. So I'm pretty confident some of that's got to be cracked all the way through, right? Man, I wish I'd rolled that one down. I don't want to expend any powder on it if I don't have to. So I come across here and I'll start back down that side over there. But first, I think some lunch. Four holes. That went pretty nice. Broke up a lot of this. And I think enough that that'll come out. So I don't need to go any higher than this. It's now time to move over. So, again, I've got vertical cleavage lines. It does not want to go sideways. It'd be 100 times better if the dang thing wanted to go sideways, but it don't. So we just got to batter our way through. But all of this is now loose. All I'm going to do is all of that. All of that and all of that. And then some other stuff, but closer. 6 holes. Glass. Ah, this is getting slippery up here. So I was seeing smoke coming out way down there, which kind of makes me think I've probably loosened all of this over here. And I'm thinking about dropping down a run and doing another shot right in here in the hopes that that chunk between the two is loose. But I sure hate to come back and have to do it over again. But enough of the snow has melted off. I'm going to have to spend some time shoveling everything down into my catch basin down there. It's just getting too slippery. So I'll do that for a bit. First, maybe it might be time for a break. I'm almost out of cords again, so we'll have to stop here in a bit no matter what. And my DeWalt drill bits are already slowing down. My sharpened ones didn't last particularly long, but I got a better idea about how to sharpen them in the future. I think I could do a better job, especially if I had water. I think I could do a better job. But yeah, let's get this mucked off and keep going. Last 5 chords I had. I think we're done for the night. I'm sure the wind noise is pretty bad, but I think we did okay. And we lifted those out. I left myself some room. So what I'd like to do is I'll step over here and probably 4 in an arc right there, and then I can go all the way across, 6 across, and roll it, 6 across, and roll it. I was trying to dig a bit of a hole, and I think I've done it. I don't need a lot of room, I just need room for the rock to scoot some. So, yeah. Yeah, whoa. That's really quite something there. Dinner and a show. Oh yeah, I'm pretty exhausted. Fitbit says I've done 23,000 steps. Most of it up and down or dragging something, so I'm probably good. No need to go for a run tonight or any night in the last 4 months. But yeah, I mean, we're getting close, man. I hammer down this shelf and break it up. Obviously I'm gonna have to go a second time down it, but that'll be done. And then I break that, and over there, and over there. I know it still sounds like a lot, but it's real progress. It's real progress. So I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna sit on my butt. The fire went out, but it's still warm in there. I'm gonna go sit on my butt and I am going to make up quartz. My goal will be to come up tomorrow with a piece of steel I cut out to fix that broken part on the excavator. I don't want to scratch this yet because it takes a lot of work to clean it off, right? And even though I could dig little holes, it just cleaning it off, it allows it to dry, it stops the holes from being quite so wet, it makes it 100 times less slippery. So I went through all the effort of cleaning it off. If I do all that, then maybe I can get Dad come back and drive truck for a while, and we'll have a full day's worth of rock to just pick out of here and load. That's my goal. I'd sure like to have all of this shot and all of that shot, but I'm almost out of drill bits. Those DeWalt's, they just, I got Makitas coming. Those have been my favorite so far. And if somebody else has worked with SDS that were harder or lasted longer, you can shoot me a line. But before I spend $200 on a drill bit, it's got to be 50% better than the $100 bit, So, yeah, I'm pleased. Probably tell from the glow and the general chipper, excited, good-natured. Oh, I'm done. So I've run out of wire. I still have two plugs down there, but I have my carousel of destruction loaded up. I'll have to order more wire. I got the fire going. It's a little friskier than I'd like to normally leave, but I just won't put any wood in it. And I need more sand, and I had to chop my way through the snow and ice to get to the ooey gooey, or rather not ooey gooey, center of the pile. So I got 4 buckets waiting to be processed, and all this on the stove drying. I don't know if I'll regret not getting more, but I'm pretty tired. What time is it? It's after 9. So much for being home early. Another 12-hour day. But awful lot done. Thanks for coming along with me. I am doing bupkis tomorrow. I have no more drill bits left. I haven't seen the family all week, so I'm gonna sleep in and I don't know, play with the boy. So have a great day. Thanks for watching.